My name is Beth Rashleigh, and I'm the author of a book about leading in times of crisis. This book explores the intersection of leadership and crisis and what the best leaders do during times of crisis to keep their teams engaged. I was inspired to write this book really during the pandemic. I was working with so many clients who were struggling to lead their teams. Lots of new factors involved, things like leading remotely. And it got me really curious about the topic, and I wanted to dig in and find out if there were some common themes, some effective tools that would help leaders thrive during that time. And I found them. I think my perspective on this topic is unique because I've spent my entire career working in industries where the stakes were high. Organizations like the Central Intelligence Agency or healthcare, where literal lives are on the line every day. And that's really informed my understanding of what leadership is, especially when crisis situations occur. And crisis situations occur often in those industries. As I was writing this book, I got the privilege to talk to leaders in lots of different industries, everything from healthcare to county government to the federal government, including the State Department, and big corporations like Eli Lilly. I had the privilege of talking to some county leaders in Fort Lauderdale, and they shared a great story about how the decision was made to allow cruise ships to dock in Fort Lauderdale early on in the pandemic, and just what it took to make that kind of critical leadership decision. It's one of my absolute favorite stories from the book. My hope is that this book becomes a sort of guidebook for leaders. Leadership can be an incredibly lonely job. There are so many organizations and corporations that don't prioritize leadership development. So there are also a lot of leaders out there leading without any formal education on the topic. And so I'm really hoping that this serves as a toolkit and a guidebook and helps those leaders feel like there's someone in their corner cheering for them. Because there is. I think this book is really for anyone who considers themselves a leader. And when I say leader, I don't mean a position. You can be a leader without manager, director, or CEO in your title. A leader is anybody who helps and inspires other people, and hopefully that's all of us. My name is Beth Rashleigh, and I'm the author of Crisis Proof Leadership.